Today, we're going to learn how to set up a project in Adobe with the correct steps to ensure that we're successful not only in our project development, but in storing our project and our files for our project. One of the most important things to understand about Adobe is that it doesn't save your assets for you. Remember that your assets can be images, videos, graphics, and other things that you load into the program to edit. Once you open Adobe, the first thing you're going to do is find the New Project button and click that button to bring up the project dialog box. It is essential that you title a project every time you start working on it, whether it's a practice activity or it is a big project that you need to finalize. For this project, I'm going to call it Creating an Adobe Project. The next important part of setting up your project is making sure that your project location is set to the same folder with your project assets. That means that I'm going to click the drop-down menu next to where it says project location. I'm going to choose location by pressing that option, which opens a dialog box so that I can see the different areas I could store my project. It is important, again, that I pay attention to this drop-down menu at the top of my window, which shows me where my project will be stored. If I click that drop-down menu, I can choose from various folders or storage areas on my computer. I can also use the left side of the dialog box to choose a place to store my project. I'm going to store my project on my desktop in my folder that's titled Mrs. Knable. And inside of that folder, I'm going to store my project in the same folder that has the assets. I'm going to click that folder and select Choose. Once I've done this, I can see that I've titled my project and, looking at project location, that I've set the location to Mrs. Knable and the folder with the assets. Now, when I select Create, at the bottom right of my screen, Adobe will create the project and give me my blank workspace. Notice again, at the top of my screen, in my Adobe workspace, my project has a title. And if I hover and pause over my title, I can see where my project is stored. It's really important that you set your project to store in the right location. You can double check this by pressing Save, exiting out of Adobe, and opening the folder where you saved your project. In my How To folder, notice I can see the project file that's for Adobe that I just made.